My talents were put to use, but unfortunately they were used to gather illicit gains. While I take pride in my hard work and do not wish to lose any of my accomplishments, associating with them complicates their unlawful activities. Fortunately, I found a promising job opportunity through a friend's reference. As a software engineer, I was thrilled to learn that they had offered me a desirable position. Within a week of starting, I had already made a strong impression on my boss by showcasing my exceptional programming skills and expertise in data science. As a result, they entrusted me with challenging tasks centered around user data and machine learning. Despite the difficulty level, I was able to rise to the occasion and excel in meeting the demands of these projects. My colleagues and team members were incredibly inspired by my performance, particularly Mark, who impressed me with my work. As time passed, he and I became romantically involved, and we began spending more time together. During our time together, I discovered just how extensive his knowledge was in the field of computer science, and learning from him quickly became one of my favorite things to do. One day, I was caught off guard when my boss surprised me by appointing me as the leader of a newly formed team. Although the announcement initially shocked me, my colleagues quickly supported me, believing that I had earned the position through hard work and dedication. As I began leading the team, I faced specific challenges that required me to seek guidance from Mark. With his assistance, I could overcome difficulties and ensure the group functioned efficiently. Upon completing the project and submitting the final report to my boss, I received some excellent news. He was thoroughly impressed with my leadership and work, which substantially increased my salary and additional allowances. The company even offered me a brand new car as a token of appreciation. But I didn't let the success get to my head, and instead, I continued to work diligently and strive for more accomplishments within the company. To my surprise, my boss informed me that he had arranged for a luxurious mansion to be provided for me, which felt like a dream come true. As one of the top-performing employees of the company, I was privileged to be part of the core team and was entrusted with new, challenging tasks. However, as I delved deeper into the information provided to me, I made a shocking discovery. The company was engaged in fraudulent activities. Specifically, I uncovered evidence that the company was utilizing information technology to illegally collect personal information from users and then sell it to third-party entities without their knowledge or consent. This revelation was alarming and deeply concerning, as it violated ethical business practices and jeopardized the privacy and security of the individuals whose data was being misused. Although I was sure of the illegal activities happening in the company, I had to maintain my silence and gather further evidence. It was a challenging task, but I persisted in carrying out my assigned duties as if oblivious to any wrongdoing. I tried to establish a close relationship with a core company member to get your needed information. However, I didn't get any valuable information, unfortunately. Despite this setback, I remained vigilant in pursuing evidence, knowing that the truth must be brought to light to ensure justice. Upon realizing I had failed my investigation, I decided to inquire about Mark. When I approached him with my questions, he seemed taken aback by my knowledge of the situation. However, knowing he was deeply enamored me, I sensed he would be willing to disclose any information I sought. After assuring him that I would keep his revelations confidential, he divulged everything. Surprisingly, the situation was even more complex than I had initially anticipated. Upon realizing the harsh reality of my current situation, I decided to take a break from work to gain clarity and figure out my next steps. It's not an easy choice, as leaving my current job would mean facing the challenge of finding another one quickly. I know this from experience, having been unemployed and struggling through DI cult days. As my leave period ends, I find myself feeling uncertain about the decision I need to make. I'm ashamed to ask this, but what should I do? I can't suffer what I had been through before this job.